everybody, it's Gabrielle here. You know, my sister Carol was here last week and I didn't get a chance to take her sushi and treat her to her favorite thing, which is California roll, but I'm determined to learn how to make it so that I can just treat her to death the next time she visits. So let's take 10 minutes and show my sister Carol a preview of what's to come the next time she's here. I'm making California roll, found everything I needed at my second home, my Oriental place, and you can find them too, using a bamboo roll, which is required in order to wrap the sushi roll. I covered mine with saran wrap so that the rice does not seep through the bamboo sticks. My rice is I need a paddle, there it is. My rice is a Calrose short grain, kind of stubby rice. It's the kind of rice you use to make sushi because it cooks sticky. I'm using a nori sushi paper. They come in either green or black, but yours truly has found some other very interesting colors that we will experiment with some other time. For now, let's just practice on making a California sushi roll for my sister. By the time she gets here, I'll have it all down packed. This is the kind of thing that's not hard to do, but it requires practice, a lot of practice. I'm using a rice paddle, taking my rice, placing it on top of my nori paper, and you can gently press it over the paper using the rice paddle, or you can also use your fingers, but make sure you do it uniform. When you are done, it should look something like this. It's covered from end to end as much as possible, and it would be on your roller. You take your covered nori paper, flip it over, and here I have imitation crab mixture. I just took imitation crab meat, I cut them, kind of like shredded them more or less, and I'm just going to kind of spice them up a little bit. This sushi master told me that the secret to his great California rolls was that he uses cream cheese. So I have here about a tablespoon of cream cheese that I am adding to my crab mixture. But I like things spicy, so a little bit of the Japanese chili pepper goes in there also. Now all I want to do is take my mixture and place it on top of my nori paper. You want to pay attention to the quantity that you are placing on the nori paper because this is going to be fold and wrap. It's going to increase in volume. You want to err on the less rather than more side. Once it's on there, you want to take an avocado and don't cut your avocado too soon, because if you do, it's going to turn brown. Just take thin slices of avocado like that and separate them from the skin, tuck them under. I'm going to push it over to the end a little bit because I'm trying to get a little bit of art. You know me, I always have to have art. Keeping this in water, and I'll tell you guys why I'm doing that in just about a moment. Let's add more avocados to make sure that there's enough. As I was telling you, when you cut your avocado too soon, it turns brown. To keep that from happening, you'll have to treat it with some sort of a lime or lemon juice squeeze, something of that nature. Anyway, I'm comfortable with the amount of avocados I've got on there. Now I'm just going to sprinkle some sesame seeds. I have here white and black sesame seeds. Oops, oh my. The top is not on. I was about to have a bit of a mess. My virtual assistant would have more work than she cares for tonight. Now we want to construct a sushi roll. Start from the fold that is facing you. Simply grab and give it a nice little tuck, not too hard. You want to be careful to handle this with a light hand versus a heavy hand, because if you don't, your sushi roll will come out looking retarded, dwarfed, and all the stuff will push out from the side. So what I'm doing, I'm just gently rolling it and folding the top towards me. Now once I get to this point, it's a little fatter than I wanted. As I was saying, you do need to pay attention to the amount of filling you're putting in, but we can adjust. It's not so bad. It's going to be just a bit of a good bite. Just carefully bring it together. Now I'm going to take my roll and kind of just make sure I form it nicely. Now I've decided I want to add some sesame seeds to the top of the rice, because I'm thinking it's going to make it easier to work with and to handle. It's going to give it like more or less a coating. So let's just go ahead and just do that right now. Just a light sprinkle. We're going to make sure that it covers all of it. And I see that one end of the nori is trying to come apart on me, but I can fix that with a little bit more water and just kind of let it sit there while I get everything together so we can complete my first California sushi roll. As I said, it's not very difficult. It's just something that takes practice, and I imagine with practice one would get better and better at making it. Just trying to minimize the amount of work. I give my virtual assistant, she's had a very, very, very long day. Anyway, now the trick to a sushi roll is cutting it nice and even. I imagine I'll have to invest in one of those sushi cutting knives, but for now I've got my sharp serrated knife dipped in water so that I can cut my roll into bite size. I'm not pressing on it, I'm just gently keeping it in place while I make my cut. If I had one of those knives, I bet I could go boom, 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 and I would be done. That's what they do at the sushi bars, but I don't have one right now, so this will have to do. And I'm going to make one smaller for me to taste, and voila, my sushi roll, California sushi roll, is cut. Now we just want to plate it. I did get some things ready. I took fresh ginger, sliced the ginger. I marinated it in vinegar and a little bit of salt. And here's the result. I have my pickled ginger, which is the same one that you get at sushi bars. Tastes exactly the same, looks the same, thus it is the same. So I want it artful. I've got some ribbon carrots that I cut and I curled, and I made sure that the excess water was removed. I'm thinking what I want to do is gently rest my California sushi rolls against these carrot ribbons for a nice color contrast. Well, we'll see how we do. And I do need one of those knives because one of these cuts is not all the way through, but now it is. Just so you can see, there is my California roll. All done, I did it. We're going to just kind of create like a pinwheel kind of thing. And place it like that. Oh wow, that is so pretty. Like a pinwheel. That is nice. And of course, with California rolls, let's do a little, give it a little bit of a flour here. This is just one green onion that I cut, and I soaked it in cold water, which allowed it to curl. If you were to serve this to someone, you would want to have the roll here, the wasabi. I made wasabi. Actually, you can get wasabi in tubes, ready-made and powdered. They come in so many forms. You always want to have wasabi with your sushi. Create a little bit of a flour thing here. Make sure that it's all artistically balanced. And we are done with the sushi. I have some organic soy sauce. You always want to make sure your guest has soy sauce that they serve themselves. You know, there it is, my California sushi, all done. Of course, you know I have to taste it. You know, I was wondering, what if Trevon had a California roll in his hand at the time he and Zimmerman encountered each other? You know what? I bet you the outcome would be totally different than what it is right now. It would be, the conversation would go something like, hey, Trevon, what's up? What's in your hand? He'd say, hey, dude, that's a California roll. And the outcome would not be what it is today. So let's taste our California roll. Food truly brings harmony, and I hope harmony comes soon for those two. Delicious. This is T. Gabrielle. Thank you for watching now. Bye-bye.